Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So I often get asked to do more vintage videos, so today I thought I'd do another one for you. And today I'm going to show you how to do a 1940s makeup look. So I've done my hair, I've just done plaits and dirt behind and then done myself a little victory roll on the side. And now I'm just going to show you how I do my makeup. Small disclaimer before you start, I am by no means an expert. I am not trained in makeup. I'm just someone who loves history, who loves vintage and studies it, and this is what I've come up with. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking you through everything as I'm doing it, and also to talk about the history of the makeup as well. So I'm going to get started. I apologise if I look away from the actual lens. I'm just trying to look to see what I'm doing really. So to start off with, of course, I've washed my face and then I've put on moisturiser, or for me, I've actually put eczema cream on because I've got eczema on my face. But then I'm going to go to my foundation. Now, in the 1940s, there wasn't that many foundations out there as opposed to today, because today we can find a shade that matches our colour very easily. So in the 1940s, you try to get a foundation which is kind of either your shade or the colour above your shade. So don't go lighter. If you can't match your shade, go a little bit darker. So I'm just using the Hello Flawless Oxygen Well Brightening Makeup by Benefit. This is actually one that I'm actually going to be getting rid of because I recently found that they test on animals, so I'm like, no thanks. So I just pump it a little bit, a couple of squirts on the back of my hand, and then I like to use my fingers. Just, I feel like I work it in a little bit better, and then I just go and apply it all over my face. So in the 1940s, obviously the consistency of foundations was slightly different to today as well. So today it's obviously a lot thinner. There's, you know, back then it was a lot more creamy, a lot more sticky. Today it's a lot more fluid, so much easier to apply to your skin and to have it kind of looking a bit more natural. So concealer now, I'm just putting on concealer because I have really bad dark and dry circles, so I'm just literally going to put a little bit of concealer on. Of course, you don't have to put on concealer at all, it just depends what your skin's looking like. I just have dark and dry circles, that's why I'm using it. I'm then going to go and get some powder. Now, for the 1940s kind of look, what you want with your face is for it to kind of look natural. So although you might have a foundation that is kind of slightly darker than your actual skin tone, when it comes to powder you want one that matches your skin tone. Then just be gentle. So moving on to eyebrows. Now in the 1940s they were looking a bit more natural now as opposed to the 30s. They use Vaseline quite a lot in order to get the kind of arching of the brow. But all you want to do with your eyebrows is to get a little pencil and then just to colour them in ever so lightly, and you want the pencil to be a little bit darker than your actual eyebrow colour. Moving on to eyes. Now, eyes from the 1940s looked quite plain and simplistic, and a lot of people actually match their eye colour with their eyes. So you can do that too if you want to, but I'm actually just going to use kind of subtle matte browns, which was also really popular at the time. So I'm going to use this MUA palette, and I'm going to use this one here, this kind of light one, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. And then I'm also going to use this one here, which is a bit more, again, it's another matte colour, but it's another kind of light brown, and I think that looks quite nice. Natural colours, which were, of course, very popular in the 40s. So after eyeshadow, you'd think I'd then go and do eyeliner, but in the 1940s, eyeliner was used more towards the later part of the 40s, but it was actually more predominant in the 50s. So I'm actually going to leave out eyeliner because they didn't use it that much predominantly in the 40s. But what I am going to use is lashings and lashings of mascara. They absolutely loved mascara, so they went to absolute town on it, which is what I'm going to do now. So once you've done your eyes, you're then wanting to move on to your blusher, or as they'd call it, rouge. Now, back in the 40s, obviously being on ration and things like that, they didn't actually have that much rouge available. So it was definitely something that was used sparingly. They used liquid rouge, some powder rouge as well, but sometimes they'd actually use things like lipstick, or they'd pinch their cheeks in the old kind of fashioned way to try and create that rouge effect. So you want to use it sparingly. And just put it on the apple. And finally, to finish off the look, the most important thing when it comes to 1940s makeup tutorial is the lips. The lips was something that was huge in the 40s, and for this you'll need a pencil and a matte lipstick. Now, this is what they loved, reds. They absolutely loved the red look. Sometimes they went for more of an orangey look, but it was always red, mostly matte. Again, if they did want a bit of a gloss, they'd use Vaseline. The kind of pinker shades of lipstick actually came out more towards the 50s, a bit like eyeliner, is a little bit later. So for this you want to be looking at red colours and orange. So I'm just going to start off by getting my pencil, and then all I'm going to do is to actually mark out my lip shape, but I'm actually going to go slightly over exaggerate on the upper part of my upper lip. And then just simply get your lipstick and colour it in. So that's how I've done my lips, and for that I used this matte lipstick from New Look in, oh, what are you? You are 66 Strawberry, and with the pencil that I used was Rimmel London Exaggerate Full Lip Colour Liner Definer. And here we go, here is the finished makeup look. I hope you like it. It's quite simple and simplistic, but this is what it was in the 40s. You've got to think that it's a time of hardship, a time of ration, but we still want to kind of look glorious and glamorous. I hope you like this makeup tutorial. So take care for now, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye!